As I speak, the counting of the US election president results are on. A lot of you have been asking me to make a presentation on that and say what will happen to the stock markets. I have refrained from doing so because I don't want to speculate on who will win or lose and base my results on that. So let's see what happens in the short term and the long term. Welcome back to Berich. The American markets were very nervous in the last 4 days, thinking that Biden has a big advantage going to the polls. As I speak, things are not going in one man's favor and looks like Trump is giving a nasty scare to Biden. So the first thing of the bad is markets are going to like it, and there is going to be a big bump up for the markets because there is not going to be any tax on the rich, and there are not going to be any reversals of taxes already discounted by Trump. So basically, America is going to print itself out of the park if Trump wins. Similarly, if Biden wins, the market may initially get a chill because of his tax policies. But historically, whenever a Democrat president has been there, markets have done better than usual. So, in the short term, there may be some volatility, but in the long term, liquidity will drive the markets. And as long as Jerome Powell keeps pumping in the money, there is no way that the American markets are going to collapse. But what is going to trouble the market more is the amount of COVID cases that are surging across America. So this is going to a Republican win would mean that America will not take COVID seriously and people will loaf around without masks, and so COVID will linger on for a long time, and the only solution in the United States for COVID is going to be the vaccine. Until that happens, the American economy is going to be in deep trouble, though the stock market may not reflect it. Now let us come back to India. As far as India is concerned, from the times of Lyndon Johnson, India and America have had a troubled relationship. In spite of being two great democracies, we have never had good relationships. The first sign of thaw came when Rajiv Gandhi met Reagan and spoke to both the houses of American chambers. Since those days, the Indian American population has grown in size and influence. This has meant that from Bush Jr., all presidents have been very polite and friendly with India. But the relationship thaw even came before Bush Jr. when Clinton made friendly overtures to India, made a visit to India, and developed a close relationship with Vajpayee. The Talbot Jaswant Singh talks was what caused the breakthrough in the nuclear deal and ended the nuclear apartheid. We should remember that the deal talks started during the BJP rule and the Democrat rule and ended by the time a Republican was in power and the Congress was in power in India. So irrespective of party in powers in both states, the relationship between India and America will continue to remain strong. What a Republican victory can do is make life tough for the IT companies. This means they will take very hard positions on migrations and H-1B visas. Trump, already to strengthen his support base, has been talking tough on H-1B, and maybe things will get tougher. But today, technology has evolved so much that IT companies will find a way around the H-1B issue, either recruit locally or do more work back home in India. What is going to trouble the world is the relationship between China and United States. Both are ruled by strong-willed people with big egos, and there can be bruising conflicts between China and United States, especially in trade. India and China also do not have great relationships. So, irrespective of who comes in power, the Indo US axis will be considered by the Chinese as an anti Chinese axis. So, to contain China, irrespective of parties in power, India and US over a period of time will get closer. What could happen is if a Republican Party wins, there is going to be enormous pressure on the Indian government to roll back protectionist duty hikes that this government has been using to stop imports. There is going to Harley Davidson came to India after a massive fight. There was a mangoes for Harley Davidson deal which allowed facilitated the arrival of Harley Davidson in India. Now Harley Davidson has been forced out of India and forced to enter into an agreement with an Indian motorcycle company. Trump is going to rail at things like this, and this could be the only big economic friction between India and America if Trump wins. If Biden wins, there are going to be other problems. Biden will start making, Kamala Harris especially, will start making noises on the Kashmir issue, which she has already. Kashmir is an internal part of India and is it India's business how to solve this. The Democrats might put pressure on that. Irrespective of who wins, the long term needs of both countries to counter Chinese influence will mean that they will gang up together irrespective of party in power. This is what I think. Short term volatility of the market does not matter. The market remains highly overvalued, supported by liquidity from all over the place. The sooner it wears off, markets will come to reality. COVID is not going anywhere, and so earnings have continued to disappoint both in America and India. Let's see what the future holds for us. Thank you for watching Berich. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Berich.